Ugh, I already watched like 2 episodes in a Mother's Basement video on Black Clover, and every episode weekly of My Hero, so I already know that this video's trash. Come on, Kino, what a waste of time. Black Clover is awful. Alright, I know that you all blindly follow whatever YouTuber you like, but hear me out. What? Wait, did you just say 2 episodes? Well, first of all, they're called pages, and 2 episodes isn't nearly enough to have an actual opinion on anything. Even though everyone is watching My Hero, let's go over a short summary of both shows. In Black Clover, we follow Asta, as he has the very original goal of becoming the Wizard King. And when he's old enough to receive his grimoire, everyone else in the room gets theirs, and Asta's just left ridiculed without one, while his brother Yuno gets a rare and powerful 4-leaf Clover grimoire, becomes the pride of the village. Later in the day, when a jealous wizard attacks Yuno to prove that he isn't worth anything, even with his grimoire, Asta, in a burst of stupidity and the urge to do the right thing, fights the attacker. And in a moment of pure plot armor, receives a demonic 5-leaf Clover grimoire covered in ash and saves Yuno. With Yuno and his new powers, Asta leaves Hajj Village for the capital of the Clover Kingdom to try out for the Magic Knight Squads. Making a fool of himself while there, he gets recruited by a big, strong and handsome Chris Sabat. For My Hero Academia, I'm sure you all know this story. A young Deku dreamed of being the next #1 hero just like All Might, and is crushed when he finds out that he doesn't have a quirk. But in a move of pure stupidity and urge to do the right thing, he keeps training to become a hero, and after he risks his life to save the class bully and his childhood friend, Bakugo? Seeing this impresses the show's big, strong, sexy Chris Sabat, I mean All Might, to give Deku his quirk and train him to be the next #1 hero and make it into the Hero Academy. Not only the beginning of the show is identical, but the characters are too for the most part. There's the main character who realistically shouldn't be there, the mentor who's way beyond reach for so long, the badass fun one, the girl all the weebs like, the actual best girl, the emo, the emotional parent, the precious one that must be protected, the jerk who learns to be a better mentor, and the big one who gets practically 0 screen time. Where these shows separate is the writing, pacing, and type of story they follow. Let me say this first, My Hero Academia is not a shonen anime in the basic sense, while Black Clover is probably the best or at least top 2 shonen so far. I believe the idea that My Hero is more of a character drama that just happens to star heroes than it is a basic shonen. So comparing it to Fairy Tail or Bleach isn't really fair because of how different of a show they are. Yes, I'm a hypocrite. A slightly more fair comparison would be The Ancient Magus Bride, while Black Clover is a basic shonen taken to its best. My Hero doesn't have to have super crazy looking villains or heroes because they'll be around long enough for the show to actually build them up, and they're not just there as the villain of the day to be beaten and forgotten. MHA can go into depth about each villain because the show's hopefully going to end well, and before it can devolve into an ongoing shonen that refuses to end like One Piece or Naruto. And they don't have time to introduce multiple new villains each arc and then just discard them afterwards. Black Clover, being a traditional shonen, has to introduce wild villains that'll be able to be discarded once they're beaten. Their villains don't have too much time to develop, so they all have to be like Aragorn or the 7 Kin of Purgatory from Fairy Tail. They have to be cool enough looking to be memorable, but simple enough goals that they pose an immediate threat. Black Clover is a better shonen than My Hero, but what show is better is up to you. There's nothing wrong with a long-running shonen. A lot of people love them, and it's understandable if people prefer a more unique anime. But the drones of My Hero fans just gotta stop mindlessly shitting on every shonen. Black Clover is good. Give it more than 2 to 5 pages. Thanks for watching. If you don't hate me yet, make sure to subscribe and I'll change that pretty soon. I'll have a link to playlist and everything in the description, but check the screen for a My Hero Academia playlist or a video YouTube seems to think you'll dork out over. Well, peace weebs.